this is Harakiri Blades of Honor. So this is a narrative cooperative game for up to 4 players. And in this game, we were trying our best to make the experience as immersive as possible. So the first thing that we thought is that we will be splitting the experience between an adventure phase that you play on the map as a group, fully cooperative, and an exploration phase that you play as a dungeon crawler style game. In this part, for the adventure phase, you have the 4 characters,
Okay.
and even if it's full cooperative, each of them can go on their own. So it's not like you have only like one group, so you will have to split yourself, divide, and try to
Put out fires on the map.
yeah,
something
that's
like
it.
that. Okay.
Not only that, but also each of the characters have their own personal story. So
That is what I like.
yeah. So the thing is that you will need to decide. Okay, I'm going to spend my time helping with these secondary missions. Maybe on my own missions. Maybe because also one of the things that you will be not only progressing your story between among the characters and usually skills and level up, but also at the start of the campaign you will be linking your character with a kami, which are the god deities. So the more the campaign progresses, you will be unlocking more and more skills. But to do that, you will also need to go to temples and pray. So in the end, you will have to make hard choices. So I'm going to focus on my personal missions, on my affinity track, maybe on my gear. And the thing is that during these phases and sometimes on the other, you will end up each of the characters have like 2 different endings. This means that at the end of first act, you have 16 different endings. And these endings are not like for fun. I mean, they are really like too important. Meaning that, for instance, when you move to Act 2 with the 4 other new characters, maybe some of these characters is dead.
Story could be
Maybe some other now is an enemy. Maybe some other.
in the new game. It's all changed. Like a legacy.
Yeah, you might find again these characters, but depending on how the story went for them, then they change their outfit. So also like the chapters that you play might totally differ, and this is for characters. One of the things that we wanted to make feel people is that we are not only caring about characters but also villains as well. So this means that villains, you will encounter them more than once. You will know what are their motivations. You know, like there is this big guy that you confront and you'll never see again. So some enemies you can find them first, and you confront them. And the first time that you find like this big enemy, you will need to run. But the second time will be much more powerful. And then maybe the enemy will be the one that will be need to run away from you, and then you will need to be chasing him because now you are more powerful than him.
This is a totally RPG game.
Yeah. So all these is because we want this experience to feel immersive, not only for narrative but also from gameplay standpoint. So for instance, when you attack, you use the die. This is the custom dice, and you have some like when you
These are clear dice by the color.
yes,
or-
yes. The color depends on the amount of hits. Exactly. So
this-
when you mix and match these yin and yang effects, you unlock special effects depending on your weapon. So you're not only playing with the amount of hits, but also in these special effects. And then you're also able always to add this focus die. The overall effect is negative, but the thing is that you will use it to get some epic moments. So if you roll this die, you can fail your attack, you can even receive a counter attack, but you can use it to get like this critical hit or decrease the enemy's armor. Because enemies have on the exploration phase, they have armor, they have defense. So maybe against these big guys, you want to decrease their armor as much as possible, but a counter attack from them is quite risky. So you have all this trade-off. And also about this
Big risk, big reward.
yeah, that's it. So also when we spoke before about this kami that you're in affinity, at the end of the line when your affinity with the kami is as big as possible, you will be able when you're close to death to commit harakiri, and then you let the kami possess your body. So for a couple of rounds you are like gold mode, you are super powerful, but then you will be defeated. Meaning that you're making a sacrifice. So and being killed in this game, the kami that you are
Basically transporting this. Like,
well, this is the very big card, but you will be like kind of like the spirit is possessed by this kami, and then you gain these special skills. So we are aiming for these epic moments and also doing exploration phase. Like each zone, it's a game that with many zones and explore interaction points and all that. Each zone has a specific exploration event and with unique events over 800 events. So when you play, the story evolves with you because this is something that we wanted. We did not want the game to be like 20 pages of reading, then you play for 1 hour, and then you read. So we want the text to be included. Also, like during this adventure phase, you move around, but things happen. After you move,
These are
you
the
will
story
be
cards.
These are special events. There's like 200 of them. So depending on the
we
way,
can mix and match them. Not everything will be the same.
they are random totally. And then when you finish your movement, if you have gone through safe roads, you have much safer events. But then if you have gone through these shortcuts, then you have red ones.
So clever.
And
So
not,
clever.
not only that, but depending on how the story evolves, this deck evolves as well. So maybe you rescue a guy in one town, like a tavern keeper, and then this allows you to add this event.
Yes,
Maybe
I like that. I like
you
that.
find her on the way, oh, I remember you saved me, please take this reward, thank you
Yes,
so
yes.
much. Or on the other, like one of the characters,
It's like an evolving story.
yeah.
Yes.
So not only characters, but the world as well. So depending on your adventure phase, some cities can be destroyed, can be raided. Maybe you have to spend some resources trying to rebuild them, and this allows you to get the support of the 4 big clans that there are. So you will be doing missions like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because we did not want to.
Forest.
Yes, we did not want to spoil the map with big lines and everything, so it's like kind of naturally. And also here, on the other side, there is like a mega tile for special big combats against the big
Big
monsters. Yeah, because usually we have like some
How,
miniatures.
how does this work? You have to take
Well,
everything to.
But
This is the final
this is
battle.
adventure phase. So you can finish your adventure phase and say for the other day, or that we move into exploration phase. And some
so
of the
we can-
exploration phase, yeah. And also what we did, and also we included it in our game, is that for saving purposes, and I have it there. Follow me.
Saving purposes, like in the video game.
So what we did,
Personal
Yeah.
stuff.
so you
player-
play with this board, and when you finish your gaming session, you place your cards, your tokens,
Yes,
place it
what's
here.
everything you gain. Yes. Oh my God, this is
So,
so.
and now,
This is so much better
It's a
than
save
Frost
game.
Cave, the Blue Cave. So much better. And can you show me how the combat works? I wanted to
Sure.
understand the combat because I assume it's a much greater part of the game.
so for the combat, first thing is that you have like different skills
Yes,
that you are
yes.
being increasing. The thing is that you'll be starting with this one, and then for this you can choose one of
side?
two. Yeah. So you have to think that you have 9 different skills, 8 different kamis. So the combinations are
But you
like
can only have one
Yes.
per game.
one
per
per
card.
campaign, but maybe you
there's
can
some-
unlock new ones.
Very nice.
Maybe some of the personal missions is trying to get the reach of a
Mystery, I
kami.
love good mystery.
Okay. And this is something that we also added as well, because we know that for adventure phase, even if you fail, you do not have to repeat it. You go to the exploration phase, and if you affect the way that you play this one, even if you fail that one. But for exploration phases, it's kind of like if all characters get defeated, it's hard to pretend that nothing happened. But what we added the small expansion, the Shinigami expansion. When characters get defeated, after some amount of the defeats, you face the kami of death. And those combats, you have to last as much as possible, trying to learn its behavior, and every time that you fight with it, the behavior repeats. You're trying to get further and further. If you manage to convince him that you're worthy, maybe you might be able to unlock, and then he can, okay, I'm kind of affiliated with one of them. So for the combat, here is the different characters, like the main points. For each level, you will be like rolling this die, and these are the key die. So this is your energy.
These are standardized from 1 to 6. Or?
Yes. And the thing is that when you will be trying to activate these skills, some of them may have a
Yes.
requirement. So
Three,
you
at
must,
least three.
yeah, you have to place this here, and then you can activate this skill. What for? This means that the most powerful abilities, they will need a higher score, and at the
5 and 4.
yeah, and at the end of each round, these dice, the ones that you are after, are decreasing. So it's some kind of cooldown. So you need to wait. But there are some mechanics that you can use to remove these dice faster, so you can
Put the new
reroll them
ones.
again and then put new ones.
So every turn you basically roll 3 dice and you can.
Well, you roll the first time, and then these stay here,
This stay.
and you can decide like, okay, I want to save this 6 for the perfect timing because I have a skill that needs a 6, so I keep it here, and then I will make like the
So
final
when
blow.
does the dice come back to you? When it's cooled
When
down?
it's when it's a 1, and then it should be 0,
Yes.
goes to reserve
Then you
area.
reroll here.
Yeah. So then
Very
here
nice game.
you have like the usual. You have your gear, or weapons.
For what
armor.
other stuff you can use your dice only for skills? Or?
Yes, because for attack, for each weapon, you have 2 kinds of attack. You can decide if you want to go a strong attack or a light attack.
Okay.
These cost less action points,
Yes.
and these more. So you have to. I want to make a smaller attack.
What are action points?
You get 3 at the start of your
Ah,
activation.
these are marked by action points.
Yes. So you get 3, and
So
then
you
you
get
have to
3
decide.
dice plus 3 action points.
Yes. So you want to spend 2 move, and then for the attack, I want to make sure so I make this attack which is stronger.
Yes, and you roll these dice for combat.
Yes.
Okay.
This and this one that I explained before.
Yes.
Then the enemies work with an AI system
Uh-huh.
that the first thing that you would do in a round, you would be revealing an oracle card, which should be around, I don't know where. No, these ones. So depending on how did you do on the former adventure phase,
Yes.
you will be including less or more, like more greens or more reds. So you start by drawing one of these cards, and these, first of all, you will be revealing one specific event for each area. So new things
Hidden
happen.
events.
Yeah. So depending if it's red, usually are bad things, or green, they are good things. But you don't know what happens with them. And then for these, we also included a system in order to allow players to explore as they wish. But if they take too much time, I will explain you what happened. So let's say that you stay here. Okay, I want to save my rolls. I want 3 6s. I want killing everyone. So if you have no longer events, then the start from this. If it gets to here, you lose. But this is not like the interesting part. The interesting part is that at some point during the
So as I'm understanding, you have to win this phase to go here.
for this one you have to defeat the enemies.
Yes. You cannot go to the map if you don't defeat all the enemies.
Well, they have chapters and they are linked. So first you go here, here,
Then you
you
come back and then
Yes.
yes.
So this means that if this malice, so the higher it comes, at some moment there will be a negative effect, but you don't know which one. You just know that if you're turtling and waiting for things, bad things will happen, but you don't know what will happen. So we are giving this pressure.
Yes,
Yeah,
suspense.
and then for the enemies, these activations. If the card was red, they will be more aggressive. If the card was green, more like kind of more passive, and then you will be changing the sequences depending on they will be adapting to the characters, priority targets. They will also be able to use these dice and all that. Then the big guys will go with an exclusive deck of their own, and then the bosses they will be doing a specific thing like I don't know, like
Hitting everybody.
I don't know, cannibal. If this guy has lots of he takes one of his allies and he devours it and regains some health. The health that this minion had, he gets for him.
And this player is out.
No, this enemy. He's a
Enemy.
minion. He comes to the minions
To his.
and he to regain some health. Yeah. And then what else?
Well, this is like all the RPGs I've played, only like heroes, like I don't know.
And well, this would be like the basics obviously, as you progress, you get better weapons, you get better equipment,
Yes.
armor, skills, story evolves. So this is a little bit. Well, obviously, when you explore, you start with one tile, and then you can go this way or the other. Depending on where you go, you may find different events that then affect that one.
What happens when somebody encounters some enemies here, but they are not all together? The one
No,
player
the group moves as a
as a
group. So you finish that phase, and then everyone
then
moves here.
everyone's. But if you different territories.
No, because the narrative is like, okay, this mission for this
You
happening.
have to finish this.
Yes. And
Nice.
once you
Very
finish,
smart.
you come here and you play that kind of a zoom.
Very nice.
Okay.
One fights here, the others have to wait.
No,
That's very nice. Very
So,
nice design.
This is
I love it.
the main ideas. Besides that, we made like a lot of effort for the miniature detail, the art, and well, and this is like the first act, which takes like 277 pages,
Wow.
and that's Act 2.
Economics 101.
This goes up to around here, and also we added 10 one-shot scenarios. So you can, if you some friends come to your place, you don't need to start over a new campaign. You can play one. We have one of them
Yes.
for each kind of the level of progression of the character.
Uh-huh.
So you can just start like a specific one-shot event, have some fun, couple of hours, and then if they like, then you convince them to come and start the campaign.
Very nice.
Wow.
Okay,
Nice,
we'll come
nice.
in the morning sometime
Yeah.
to try out. We have to try this game. Okay, you can play it here, right? Yeah. Thank you very much. You're welcome. See you. Did I give you
Okay.